Well, it's a beautiful June day here in central Wisconsin. I'm on another ride breaking in the Uforce 600 by CFMoto up here on the bank of the upper Big O Plain River. This is the utility model, which I chose over the sport model for a few reasons. The first is this hood tilts forward and you have a direct access to the radiator so you can clear off the bugs and the mud. Underneath the hood is the radiator reservoir and all your fuses. And I did add a horn that wasn't stock. You can see that there's a windshield on the front and the CFMoto half doors, which have been working out great. They still allow air circulation. The Uforce comes with a standard roof, and then I also added the rear plexiglass window. Comes with standard aluminum wheels and 26-inch tires. These are kind of an all-around bias ply, basically a mud tire, and these will be upgraded to a 27-inch, more of a highway rock tread very shortly. There was a small bumper in the front with the standard 3,500-pound winch, and it does have the arched lower A-arms for good ground clearance. So I should be gaining not quite another inch of ground clearance. I'm going to go up one size in tires. Technically it's a two-seater, but there is a center seat that's basically a child-sized seat, and I did add a set of seat belts to that center seat so I can buckle in a booster seat. And then this is a center console from CFMoto. I don't have it fastened in, it just sits on there, but it does have straps that go around the seat if you want. Has cup holders on the dash and a small glove box. And then I have a camera mount and then another mount on the other side for my Garmin GPS, which I have plugged into the standard USB power outlet, and then there's a regular 12-volt outlet there too. So on the center here is the extra horn switch that I added. Got a good sized gas tank. The next thing I'm going to be adding with the larger tires is a set of rock sliders, a steel slider that goes right at the bottom of that plastic so you don't break that off. The main thing that I liked over this one, or over the sport model, you have the complete access to the front, but then you also have access to the engine when you tilt the bed back. So right behind this wall here is your access to the air filter, which you can blow out. And then of course you have much greater cargo capacity. I don't really use the tilt bed. I'm not hauling firewood or anything like that, but I do go on overnight trips, and this is a large 4-foot wide almost Rubbermaid action packer, and I added some case handles that are bolted through, and then it comes, the C-Force or U-Force has tie-down points in the four corners of the bed, so I have it strapped in on both sides. So this gives you basically a huge trunk, but it's just a real lightweight box, so I can take it out easily. And there's still plenty of room in here. With the larger tires, I am going to be adding a spare tire, and I'll have that fastened in. It comes with a standard 2-inch receiver hitch, and I've got a clevis on there for a toe strap, and then adjustable shocks all the way around. So again, these are the stock bias ply mud tires. I'm going to a more conventional, harder tread for rocks and for pavement, and they'll be one size bigger and actually one size narrower on the back, because I'll be using the 9-inch tires on the front and the back, so that I have a spare that'll fit either side. And then there are little cutouts in the box, if you can see down in these kind of figure 8 shape cutouts. That's where these come in. These are little inserts that are fastened in with some little turnbuckles, and they're a 3/8 inch thread, so that gives you tie down points for like a ratchet strap or anything else. I have a big net that goes over top of that. So that's a walk around of the Uforce. So far so good.